It is September 19th, 2025. Let's see what we got growing in the garden. We have this absolutely sprawling cherry tomato plant. It is a super sweet 100, and I bought it because the guy said his vine got 25 feet long, and I totally believe that, but they split super easy, so they're not actually that great as tomatoes. This is a heart-shaped lychee, and it is so spiny. The lady that I bought the seeds from, she said, "Oh, don't worry, the spines aren't a problem." I can assure you, the spines are very much a problem. You can't even harvest the fruit out. These are Chinese air potatoes, which are the edible kind. I actually just grow them because they're so cute and ornamental, but each of these little air potatoes can actually be taken off. They can be mashed and fried, or you can just drop them on the ground and let them grow again. They look like sweet potato vines. This bed here is just fully overgrown and in full production, so let's see if we can pick some things out of here to show off specifically. Here down here we have carrot leaf tomatoes. I love these. These grew like a great ground cover. Hopefully I planted them very late. Hopefully the tomatoes themselves will get big enough to harvest before the end of the year and first frost so that I can grow them again next year. This is some kind of tomatillo. What kind? I don't really know. It's chosen to put out 10,000 tiny ones instead of one that we can specifically harvest and know what kind it is. I didn't label it. Then down here we got purple basil, and of course lots of weeds are making their way in here now, because how could you weed this? And then this claimed to be a calendula. It is clearly not a calendula. I believe it is some kind of morning glory, but it hasn't bloomed yet, so we're not quite sure. And then we also have tomatoes in here, a bunch of different kinds, because this is just the bed where I threw everything that was left in my greenhouse. And way back here, these are golden pearls. I don't actually see any of the golden pearls on them right now, but they produce like these little golden berries, and they're from Africa. Over here we've got a little patch of fall beans and peas. I just picked them from the front, and then I planted them just like maybe 2 weeks ago. So they're just kind of a cooler crop of beans and peas for the fall season. This is my mint patch. I kind of just let the mint choose the spot where it's going to invade every year and let it grow. I do not plant it there. Look, a little mushroom. I don't know what kind. Way up here, we have my super tall Mexican corn. It has the roots. You can actually see it's doing the nitrogen sap drip today. It's not super easy to see, but it produces this goop on the nodes of the roots, and it drips down and creates like a nitrogen-rich fertilizer. So that's very cool. There's the long one there. It's escaping. So many just really absolutely gorgeous zinnias. I mean, they're so perfect. Look at that. Like each one. This is a sulfur cosmos here. It's not a zinnia. But there's like our little like wildflower area this year. I always try to keep the flowers organized, and somehow they always end up like this, just wild and gorgeous. This right here is a millefleur tomato. It makes like a bunch, like a cascade, like a bouquet of like 50 little tomatoes. I don't know if I'm going to get any before for first frost, but I'm happy that it at least grew, because it grew into a fairly large plant all the way over here. There's lots more stuff, but I'm getting eaten alive, so that's it for today's garden tour. Have a fantastic day.